What are the different types of sales funnels that you can create as a fractional executive or a professional service provider? If you're a fractional CFO, a fractional CHRO, or you're a financial advisor, you're a tax advisor, you're a college consultant, or if you provide any sort of professional service, what kind of sales funnel or what are the types of sales funnels that you can create? I'm going to be sharing 5 with you, and you can remember that you can combine the sales funnels. You don't have to limit yourself to one. And in fact, if you have different services, you should probably use or test different sales funnels for different services just to see which one your target audience responds best to. But you want to make sure that one sales funnel for one service for one niche. You're not combining different niches, and you're not targeting different niches or combining different services on the sales funnel. A sales funnel should be just for a specific niche, and it's selling a specific service. So let's get into the 5 sales funnels that you can create. So the first one is a webinar funnel. It can be a live or an automated webinar funnel, and it can be either an educative webinar or a demo webinar. You can also have a webinar showcasing the breakdown of your service and also case studies. When you're hosting a webinar, you're positioning yourself as an expert. So you're already establishing a sort of trust with your target audience before you go ahead to sell to them. And your webinars can also be serialized. So you can have 3-4 different series of webinars. You can have just one straight long webinar, whichever one you think serves your ICP and your service the best. That's what you should choose for your webinar. The next type of funnel is a video sales letter, which is a VSL. That's where you record either a process breakdown, or you record what your service is all about, or you record a video that is targeting the pains of your ideal client's audience, and you're providing answers in that video. So for your VSL, you might include slides, you might include animations, you might include case studies for your VSL. So you're telling a story, and then you're selling directly to the mass. So your VSL, you can create that. It can either be a short VSL or a long VSL, and usually it's hosted on a landing page. The third type of sales funnel you can create is a quiz funnel. This is where you're engaging your ICP, and then you're segmenting them and delivering personalized emails. So for us, when we create quizzes, we also have different landing pages that are attached to the different results you get when you take the quiz. That means the person who gets a result A will not be getting the same landing page or nurturing sequence or engagement sequence like the person who got the B answer. So with quizzes, you're segmenting your audience based on the answers they give you. That means your service to them will be personalized, and you're going to capture data that would help your marketing. So when you're speaking with them in the meeting, for example, you're not going in blind, you're not flying in blind. You actually have a lot of information or details about the ICP that you're speaking to, or the lead you're speaking with in your meeting. Fourth type of funnel you can create is a book funnel. This is where you write a comprehensive book on the service, on a specific service or a specific niche. And in the book, you want to include quizzes, you want to include interactive worksheets, you want to include links, you might also include videos at some point. And you can also serialize your book in such a way that maybe if someone finishes the first section and they take the quiz, that's when they will be allowed to see the second section. All of this is helping you to establish your authority and establish your expertise with your ideal target audience or with your lead. And then the last one, the fifth type of sales funnel you can create is a challenge funnel. This can be like a free multi-day challenge. So it can be a 5 or 10-day challenge. You're giving your ICP or your lead a small task to face or small task to solve a problem. When they solve it, it gives them there's an instant gratification and value they get from that, because they can see the possibility of you helping solve the bigger problem that they have. So this serves as a segue into pitching them your service. I'm going to give you an additional sales funnel that you can create, and it is a social content sales funnel. That is where you're creating either a long video or series of video that helps your ideal target audience solve their problem, or it can be educating them about your service, or also doing a breakdown or process breakdown of your service. This is where you're giving information to your ideal target audience, and because they're seeing you, you're building a level of trust with them, and especially when they see you on different occasions, that trust begins to grow with them. So you can also create a serialized social media content as a sales funnel. If you need any information or you have any question about the types of sales funnel to create, because your sales funnel is heavily dependent on the service you're selling, and most importantly, the ideal target audience, because you have to create a sales funnel that fits them, that responds to their pain points and needs. So if you have any question about the type of sales funnel to create, you can drop a comment below, or you can send me a DM, and I'll be happy to share different sales funnel with you, and also share the particular or the specific sales funnel that will best fit your service and your ideal target audience. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye. What are the different types of sales funnels that you can create as a fractional executive or a professional service provider? If you're a fractional CFO, a fractional CHRO,